After a recount was requested for the Wagoner County Sheriff's race, the election board announced today Chris Elliott did in fact win re-election as the Wagoner County Sheriff by just 35 votes. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Shay Rossi.
And I'm Morgan Martin. Sarah's off tonight. Ballots were tediously hand counted to make sure the election results were accurate. Fox 23's Kaylee Carnine spoke with the sheriff and is live with his thoughts on the recount.
As Sheriff Elliott wins his third term, he says although this recount was a long process, he has no hard feelings and he appreciates the election process.
I'm just very proud and honored to live in a country where the citizens out here have the right to go through this process and get to contest an election and not be oppressed by a government to keep them from doing that.
In a razor-close election, ballots were recounted by hand to make certain that last week's primary runoff results were accurate. The Wagoner County Election Board confirming the results of election night. Sheriff Elliott winning by just 35 votes against Tyler Cooper.
What I'm most impressed of is the security of the Oklahoma elections. This was an election that was contested on a recount, and our machines and the way we do things in the state of Oklahoma reflects that we do it very well here. I think Oklahoma should be a beacon for every other state in the nation to come in and look at how we do things. Over 8,000 votes were cast, not one error.
Sheriff Elliott has been in office since 2016. He says his greatest accomplishments as sheriff have been a decrease in crime, 20-year law enforcement pensions for his deputies, and the sheriff's department receiving funding from the state.
These are unprecedented things that's never happened to county sheriffs. I've been a part of that, me and many of my fellow sheriffs working hard with our legislators, and it's just a great thing.
Elliott says he plans to build off of the momentum of a job well done after receiving a perfect jail inspection this year. But there are still things he'd like to work on, such as the continued education of law enforcement personnel and detention officers.
Keep training going in the jail, keep training going with the deputies so that we can have people will look at us and go, let's look and see how Wagoner County is running their sheriff's office, and let's try to mimic what they're doing there.
Sheriff Elliott says that recounts aren't common, especially in Wagoner County, but he appreciates everyone's hard work and he's ready for 4 more years. Live in the newsroom covering news that matters, Kaylee Carnine, Fox 23 News.